Okay, this is the Richardson High School auditorium. We just got done with the play that goes wrong yesterday on Monday. Today's Tuesday, and we're gonna do a little AV tour, soundboard, lightboard, sort of that side of things. The set was taken down like literally today, so that's why it's so empty. On that side, in that little alcove, we had a old Allen and Heath soundboard that was for the fake booth area for Taylor, the character in the play, who is the soundboard lightboard operator. Okay, so this is our setup here. There's lights over there. And here's sound. So I was master electrician and soundboard operator for this show. So we'll do a quick overview of what all we have here. First off, MacBook Pro with DLive Director connected via Wi-Fi to the Allen and Heath board. Our soundboard is this isn't the mixer. This is the Surface. It's a C3500, and then we have a CMD 32 mix rack in our AV rack all the way backstage. So here's our Surface. I like it pretty well. We did have a Yamaha CL3 before. We still currently have that. We just keep that in storage for now. So our only analog inputs into this are our God mic and a mix iRack, which is a little, let me turn on the light. Grab a flashlight. Okay, an iRack, which is a little DI box, rack-mounted DI box, which we currently are using for intercom to get it in. So we have that headset out of our single-channel RS601s here. We have one over there too. Goes into that XLR, which then under here we have our that's where it's going. It's going into a ClearComm talent receiver, which then goes out aux for 3.5 millimeter TRS into RCA. We're only using the right channel right now, so we just have that going into the board as intercom A, and then aux left. So whenever I press it, you can see that it lights up. So I have intercom A going in, and then it has, in our routing page, we currently have it not going to our mains, and it is getting pulled by an aux over here. So you have it being pulled by this aux 16 or 11. Aux 11, that's it. Aux 11, it's pulling intercom A. It's doing it pre-fader, so it doesn't matter if it, wait, never mind, sorry. It's pulling it pre-fader, so it doesn't matter if fader's at 0, it will still pull it. I'm keeping fader at 50. Sorry, I'm keeping fader at unity, not 50, because we are recording it on a Zoom F3 channel 2 there, which is direct out of outport 1 and 2. That's these 3 and 4 is our little camera recorder there. Blackmagic Video Assist 12G 7-inch. So one does intercom for our stage manager, input 2 on the F3, and input 2 on our Video Assist recorder records intercom. So when I press talk, you can see it flash there, and sort of the waveform there if you're able to actually see that. Channel 1 in is program, same for there. I have no batteries in it. I hate batteries for things that don't need to be, so I just have it plugged in to power. Our camera feed, it's from our, where is it? That blue dot up there, that's our Vadio 1999-999. Sorry, let's repeat that. Vadio, VADDIO 149-39-200W. That is connected with its one link protocol to our AV rack stage left, and that's where it goes out. It has some protocol on it via the little potentiometer on the back that doesn't work with all our monitors. We'll explain how I'm getting that here. So this HDMI would normally be plugged into here on the bottom. It's a Extron Touch Panel Pro thing. It's like $8,000. It's for the new AV upgrades we just got. But we're recording just that here. It's the PTZ camera, so we can like adjust where it's pointing and stuff. So anyway, we have audio going in. We have intercom. QLab, that is from another iRack DI box that's backstage, and we took it from our stage manager box, or stage manager rack there, and moved it over there. So that's QLab left, right. What we had to do, we were getting problems that all our actors, so their pan, it's all perfectly center, but it will still only go out the center channel, which granted that makes sense sort of why. I couldn't figure out a way to easily do it, so we just, in IO outputs, IO outputs, IO port 1 is our 64x64 Dante card. I know it's wrong, but we just did all of it out. Means that 6, out 6 is left, out 7 is right. We just moved it all to center, so center's the only one that really matters. These two go to nothing for now. We're gonna fix that. That was just so we have like 1900 seating capacity. That was so the left and right sides could hear it as well, since we were having some issues with that. We use no onstage monitors. The Play That Goes Wrong doesn't have much musical backing. Well, none, since it's not a musical. We didn't need onstage monitors. It worked fine. I have all 8 channels. We have 12 actors, 16 actors. 8 of them are understudies and the actor stage crew for the Cornley Drama Society. So there's a little sticker I got. So the actors on the right, that was from that. That's the stage crew, main cast. So we had 8 actors wearing mics. That's here. What I did is mix rack, audio, AMM. That's our audio mixer. So I just had all 8 channels in our audio mixer. It's mainly speaking. The only time it sort of didn't hurt is in the last 20 minutes of, or it didn't really help, the last 20 minutes of the show when it was the Sandra Annie deathmatch. Yeah, that was a bit rough. I mean, it sounded fine. It was just hard to keep track of them. I had 32 cues for the whole thing. I was mostly live mixing it. Just used cues. I have A and B pretty much a copy of each other, except when you actually go down the cues, it pulls our mics out, or our channels out of B, just so all of it's condensed here, where I really only have 4 mics. We have wall speakers, which are band speakers. That's the ones like far backstage wall. We just got them in. I had to run an Ethernet cable and solder XLR connectors onto it to get that working. Our FX speakers, we have 4 of them. 2 there, 2 here. Yeah, pit speakers, that's our pit monitors. Video 1, video 2, that's these. My mix on those was... No, I was testing with that. So for the show, my mix was purely just intercom on video 2, and then video 1 had everything program. So, what was it? Sunday when we got here, my stage manager, Julian, he was like, is there a way I can hear Jonathan's mic during the death match through my headset? And I'm like, okay, yeah. So that's what program is. It's the program into the ClearComm. We have the 4-channel rack mount station. I forgot its model number. So we purely just have Jonathan's mic into it and my handheld. I'm Jake, by the way. Julian, our stage manager, and then Whitman, our director. So then that would go on channel B for our intercom. I'll explain. Everybody else is on channel A. The stage manager had a dual channel headset, so whenever you needed, just turn on B to that. We went over the MacBook that's connected via the router into the network port on the back of the Surface. I didn't have time. Well, I didn't really care to run the router like into some of our AV ties down here, and then into the network port on the mix rack. We were having a ton of sound system issues. Something became a DHCP. Oh my god. Something became a DHCP server and changed IP addresses of quite a bit of our stuff. This was Friday right before show, so we got that up and running just barely. That's why in Wireless Workbench I only have 3 devices connected, because we only needed 3. We only needed 2 to actually run the show. The third was just backup and our handheld mics for rehearsal and stuff. I did a New Window Live multi-track recording, and then we have it patched into, this is just a cheap little Windows laptop. We have it patched into some inputs on here. We only use 18 channels of it. So virtual sound check, I can now play like playing, it's sending out, and then that's the third VGA monitor on the back, and then it comes in, so like it is hard to do this one-handed. So like unmute Jonathan, you now hear Jonathan, and then that's where the recording ended. Wireless Workbench is running on a Intel NUC down here. Wait, is it NUC? Yeah, NUC. an Intel NUC down there. And then we have a, you won't be able